What's up, this is Squad 2440, we're following Selector 17 video. Today we'll be doing some mega camping here on the Square Farms map. We'll be going over to the campground, setting up camp, then we'll be taking our toys over to the dirt track, and then finally we'll be renting a jet ski and going out on the brand new lake. We'll be using the 2015 Ford F-250 extended cab to tow our toy hauler, and the GMC 2500 Duramax with the 36-foot PJ trailer to transport our Can-Am and our players' off-road toys over to the campsite. Up first, we'll be bringing over the toy hauler, which is pretty exciting. Now, this was meant to be multiplayer, but I did run into a few technical problems, and this will now be a single-player video, which is not the best, and I do plan on bringing more multiplayer videos coming to the channel very soon. We'll be backing up and attaching here, but this is one pretty nice Ford. I really do like this Ford F-250. Very nice first-person view, and it looks like it is squatting just a little bit. Take a look at that, guys. This is a very big fifth-wheeled toy hauler. You guys can see pretty cool first-person view, and this is actually our first camping video here on the Square Farms map. I do recommend you go check out the video building the campgrounds, which was yesterday. I will be featuring more map building videos to come, but you guys can see we are leaving our house with a Ford F-250. I really do like this truck, one of my top favorite Fords for the interior. Very nicely done, and overall does a pretty good job. I hope guys are having a great day today. Let me know how it is down below in the comments. My day is going good, and I hope yours is too, and I really do appreciate the support here on the daily videos. You guys are awesome with all of the support, and I really do appreciate it. Like I was saying earlier, guys, I do plan on doing more multiplayer. This one was supposed to be and was set up for multiplayer, but I did run into technical difficulties with a few mods. This Ford F-250, even though it's squatting just a little bit, is doing a really good job hauling it. Looks like we can't even field, which is pretty nice. We'll be making this turn right over here, and you guys can see it looks like we are going a few different ways over there, which is going to be okay. But at the campgrounds, we have a very nice, a very big dirt track, a lot bigger than the mowing map one, and we do have a very nice forest. You guys can see all of the trees over there, pretty cool, and it is pretty much mountain. So I think we'll make this turn now. Turning and towing trailers on this map is a bit tricky. You guys can see going up and over the curb. Not too realistic, but at the same time, that is because when you do turn too sharp, the trailer does just go up and over curbs sometimes. We are getting very close here to the entrance to the campgrounds, which is pretty nice. And like I was saying, we'll first be setting it up, and then we'll be kind of going out, having fun on the water and also at the dirt track. And you guys can see we are just about to arrive here. Take a look at that. I did put all the trees and grass, everything like that. You guys can see here are the jet skis. We'll be renting one of those, and that is actually a pretty cool golf cart there, which we'll be using to move it. So you guys can see we are arriving here. Very nice. It looks like they do have a mini beach here, and like I was saying, guys, it is spring. But take a look at that dirt track. We'll be having a ton of fun on that in a few moments once we do get everything unloaded. And take a look at this, guys. Looks like there's already a ton of campers here, which is pretty cool. Very similar to ours, but we will be parking this right over here. Then we'll be parking the 36-foot PJ on the right side of the trailer, just so we do not block the door. So we'll kind of back this in. We do want a little bit of room to kind of work around, but we do want enough room. Yeah, it looks like we should have room to park our trailer there. So you guys can see this is probably good as is. I do actually want to disconnect it from the truck, and I think we'll probably just park the truck just kind of backed in actually. So we'll just keep it right in front but not attached to help with the weight and not really damage the suspension. So we'll keep that parked up. You guys can see we got the campsite set up. Next up, we'll be switching over here to the GMC 2500 HD Duramax. This is the crew cab with a 6.5-foot bed. I am trying to use more GMCs, Toyotas, and Nissan trucks just because I do not use these as often as Chevy, Ford, and Ram. We'll be putting the Rams down, and I actually haven't used this trailer in quite some time, so it's going to be pretty exciting to be using this. It's 36-foot. You guys can see it is bumper pull, very long for a 36-foot, but you guys can see for our toys, we'll be using the 4-seater Polaris 1000. Awesome toy. I really do like this one a lot, especially in the color combo, which is pretty cool. We'll be backing up and loading this on, and I'm loading this on first just because it is a little bit longer, and the Can-Am X3 is a lot heavier also. I believe that's called the Maverick 3. I mean, that is one pretty epic toy. It looks awesome, and I did get it in dark blue. You guys can see that is pretty cool, and it is a Turbo R, so I mean, very fast. This was released, and the other one was by the squad. He's been releasing some pretty epic toys along with Lambo mods, which I really do appreciate both of them for releasing these. So you guys, since we are now loading up here a bit of a challenge, wow, it looks like this really does fit well. It is pretty wide, but it looks like we should have no problem whatsoever, which is good. We'll be raising the ramps back up, and we'll be leaving our house here. This is actually the house that you do spawn at, and I am also holding back the release of Square Farms, which is this current map. It is a work in progress. I currently have a lot more work to do on it, but I'm holding it back so that I can release a finished version of the map and not an unfinished one, since I do have to work out a ton of bugs. But you guys can see that Duramax is doing a pretty good job hauling it. It looks like the Duramax is squatting just a little bit, and you guys can see there's a few errors. Looks like there's a field that I have not yet removed, which I will have to, but you guys can see we are kind of cruising down it. There are so many different houses, buildings, everything like that, and like I was saying, a 15 field farm here on this map. That is pretty cool. Very excited about that, and you guys can see it looks like the load is not really shifting on us, which is pretty good, and this is like one straight road all the way there. That's kind of why I chose it, just because this is a lot longer than the toy hauler. I really do appreciate the support, and if you haven't already, I do recommend you go over to Instagram and Twitter at Square2440. I do post daily pictures on Instagram, and I do enjoy interacting with you guys on those social media websites, which is pretty cool. And then we are always here on YouTube, so if you haven't already, I do recommend you turn on post notifications and subscribe so you won't miss a video. I do upload 2 videos a day, which is pretty epic, very high quality videos. I spend a ton of time on them, but you guys can see we are arriving here at the campgrounds, which is pretty cool. I really do like these campgrounds a lot. It is a bit bigger and a bit better than the mowing map one, so that's kind of the main goal with this map, was to kind of just have an overall better layout of the map and better structure, if you would so call it, and overall it came out really good so far. You guys can see it looks like there's a few smaller campers, even one person with a tent. That is pretty cool, but take a look at this, guys. This lake is very nice, and I can't wait to get those jet skis out onto it. So I think up first, we'll probably go have some fun at the dirt track. Why don't we do that? Because then we won't be kind of wet, switching from our bathing suit, everything like that, over. And it looks like this will be a bit tricky, kind of going over here on the grass. We do have permission to kind of drive around, since where we are right now, people actually set up tents, because, I mean, this is a very big campground area. You guys can see a ton of room, and they actually do have a roundabout here, and I am adding more onto this, so stay tuned for all of that. Like we're saying, a work-in-progress map. We got this backed in right over here next to it. We'll just kind of disconnect it, but keep it right here to prevent anybody from taking it. But you guys can see we got the campsite all set up, which is pretty cool. We got the toy hauler, and I am currently working on a toy hauler where you could actually put equipment in the back, and this ramp goes down, so stay tuned for that. I'm very excited about that. Up first, we'll be taking the Can-Am over to the dirt track and having some fun. I'm very excited about the dirt track. I did finish it in the map building video. I did not completely finish it. I added the fence, added trees all the way around, and I really do like the layout of it. So you guys can see we are now pulling in. We actually do have a working gate. This is awesome. You guys can see you pull the latch back, it will open up, and actually once we do drive this in, we'll be closing it just so no kids or anybody will kind of wander on, or even some animals like dogs that are running around the campsite. We want nobody hurt as we do have some fun. But as you guys can see, it is a bit bigger. Take a look at that jump. I mean, that is a pretty cool jump. Very steep banking over here. I do have some touch-ups to do, and if you do have any cool ideas, let me know down below in the comments. I really do enjoy using your ideas to make some pretty epic videos. But you guys can see the track course is a bit different than the one on the mowing map, which is pretty cool. Very big, very sharp turns. You guys can see a few of these are very steep also. Like I was saying, guys, today's mega camping here on the Square Farms map. This map, once it is complete, will be released. Take a look at that, guys. Getting a little bit of air and just about to roll over. Wow. I mean, we'll take it a little bit slower on those ramps. And you guys can see we actually completely rolled this over, which is not that good. We'll actually now have to switch back over here and get the Polaris. We were only able to do one lap in that, which is not the best. These really do roll over, but Lambo has made a few of them have the option with the press of a button to roll them back over, which is pretty cool. Now that one, I'm not sure if it had it. This one we'll be kind of making our way over. We'll try to hit that back over, but maybe when we open the gate it might hit just enough. Let me know your thoughts, guys, here on the Stir Track. I really want to make more things for you guys that you guys would like. Take a look at that, guys, with that. It looks like it rolled over on this side, which is not the best. This is kind of the part where it's not realistic, but at the same time, if you do take jumps too fast, you will roll over your toy. So, I mean, that is also kind of straighten up those wheels, and sometimes you just have to use other machines, other toys to kind of hit them over, and toys sometimes do get roughed up. Take a look at that, guys. It looks like this really just does not want to roll back over. It just keeps rolling back and forth either way. So we'll just kind of, let's see, we'll give it one last try, but it looks like it really does not want to kind of come back on the four wheels. So you guys can see I did do it right up against the tree, and take a look at that, guys. We were able to fix it up, which is good. I mean, sometimes you just have to use different objects to help you out, and kind of putting it up against the tree did work out. So I think we'll do a few more laps in this. We'll take it slow over these, but some of the toys, like I was saying, you do have the reset feature, and then you could have a ton of fun. We'll do this one in first person, be a ton of fun. You guys can see back and forth, and I do like having the trees around. It kind of helps out and everything like that. Now, I do plan on making a giant oval racetrack, which is going to be pretty epic. You guys can see I'm doing a pretty good job staying here on the track. It is a pretty wide track, and the Can-Am is also pretty wide. So that is pretty much it for this Can-Am Maverick X3. Very cool toy, but like I was saying, we do not want to damage it, anything like that. Next up, we'll be hopping here in the Polaris. Once we do kind of pull in here, we'll be kind of closing the gate. Like I was saying earlier, we want to prevent any injuries when we do have fun. And it looks like you actually have to be over here for the gate. Take a look at that, guys. The gate closes. I will be adding a fence to the lawn care shop with that gate, which should be pretty cool. Take a look at this, guys. We'll be kind of going up here on the banking. A bit of a scary thing kind of going on banking, just because you are at a slant, but doing a very good job. So as you guys can see, we are on a slant, but doing a pretty good job. I think we'll do one more lap, and then we'll be switching over to the jet skis. And I really would like to thank all of the modders for all that they do, from all of these toys that they make to the trucks, everything like that. And I will be releasing this map. Like we're saying, this was supposed to be a multiplayer video, but ran into some technical difficulties with a few mods, and I will now have to work out those difficulties before the map is released. This will be our final lap here with a Polaris. You guys can see it is a 4-seater. I think we should get a cool 2-seater Polaris. I think that'll be a pretty cool thing since we do have this 4-seater. But you guys can see, doing overall very good job. Hopefully we can race a few other people coming over here to the campsites, which should be pretty cool. But that will be it here for the Polaris, and I think for now, to save us some time, we'll just kind of be parking them up right over here. Next up, we'll be coming over here to like the log cabin house. These people run the show here for the campgrounds, and they do own the property, everything like that. So it's very nice of them letting us come over here. And next up, we'll be going over here and taking out the brand new Sea-Doo jet ski, which should be a ton of fun. You guys can see it is loaded onto the trailer. It's a GTR 215, which is pretty cool. And you guys can see it is attached to this golf cart, which is awesome. Now, for the colors of the golf cart, I decided to have blacked out body, blacked out wheels, while having a blue roof, which is pretty cool. We'll be hopping here on the inside. We'll be turning this on, and we'll be making our way over to the boat ramp. And by request, I did add this lake. You guys showed so much support for it, and I did make it so that you could actually drive on it, which is pretty cool. Now I will have to readjust it just because it's not as realistic as what I want it to be. But you guys, since we'll be backing this up, now this golf cart is not the strongest, but I mean, jet skis, we can pretty much move this trailer by ourselves. So this is only to help us out just a little bit. You guys can see we are backing in, and you guys can see it looks like the trailer is underwater. We'll be able to unload it, and I will also have to add a dock. That'll be one thing. But you guys can see very nice concrete boat ramp. That was one of the big things that I did get a few comments on with the mowing map, was to have a concrete one. That way we can control the slope of it. You guys can see there is a beach over here. I will be adding a ton of different objects, but the last thing we'll be doing is having fun here on the brand new jet ski at the lake. Like I was saying, guys, this is a brand new lake. I really do like this for sunsets. I mean, being at the lake will be pretty epic. You guys can see we are going pretty fast. And you could also see here that this is, of course, very nicely done. We'll actually be doing some videos going over there, camping on the inside, everything like that. But you guys can see we are cruising around, having some fun, going back and forth. Take a look at that, trying to roll it over. Wow, you could actually roll these back over. They are completely waterproof, which is pretty epic. But I think that's pretty much it for today. We'll be kind of just parking this up over here. Since we did rent it for quite some time, we'll just slowly kind of put it on the beach just a little bit. So that looks to be good. It won't be floating away. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's mega camping video here on the Square Farms map. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and subscribe for more.